excuse me, for the second time in less than 3 weeks, we've lost another beloved member of our community in the most unimaginable way. As an organization, we are heartbroken for what we are having to witness and endure and watch, and we just want to extend our thoughts, prayers, and concern for Mr. Pretty's family, all the loved ones, and everyone involved in such a unconscionable situation in a community that we really love, full of people who are by nature peaceful and prideful. And, we just stand in support of our great community here. And also I'd like to extend my, I guess, I'd like to extend to the leadership, Adam Silver, Matt Caldwell, Tim Connolly, and the Golden State Warriors, our thanks for the decision yesterday, because playing basketball just didn't feel like the right thing to do. Hopefully we can play today, move forward, but, we feel like we got a lot of work to do. So thank you very much.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Chris, in regards to today's game, after the game against the Bulls, Ant talked about taking accountability himself for that game. Mm-hmm. And I know you've seen him do that before, but in these circumstances, as you go through a season with him, how important does that continue to be that he's willing to do that?
Yeah, I think, that's leadership, really. And that's been part of the really great part of the evolution of Ant as a player and as a person, as a leader. It's not just him. Obviously, there's other people that needed to play better or do better things, myself included. But I think he realizes his part in it, and he's always been super honest, and that's one thing that all leaders need to be, is transparent and honest. So.
And then Julius mentioned that he really thinks just that attention to detail has to be there, and he thought in these last 4 games that they haven't had that. Yeah. Is from your eyes, are you feeling?
Yeah, I think it's twofold. I think certainly some attention to detail can be better. Feels like in games that we've been able to build leads, and we get a little bit lazy on defense and allow teams to come back on us, and then closing games, we've been a little sloppy there. Turnovers, we've been really good in those situations all season. Turnovers now rear their heads. Missed shots, shot making by the other team. I think as a result of kind of turning the ball over and being on our heels a lot. So just things that we've been good at, we just got to get back to being good at. So.
Chris, we heard the emotion in your voice just there, like just as a resident of this city now for a while, just what does go through your mind as you're watching all this unfold?
Yeah, I mean, I'm more than a resident, John. This is my home, and I love living here. I love being a part of this community. Been embraced from day one. People have been amazing, and it's sad to watch what is happening. On the human level, certainly as somebody who takes great pride being here, and I know a lot of our players feel the same. They all love being here, and it's just hard to watch what we're going through. So.
And what have the conversations with players been like over the last 24 hours?
Varying degrees of conversations, and a lot of concern coming from the players yesterday, and all throughout the day. Better questions. Obviously better placed to them individually, but guys are trying to figure out the many dynamics of this situation, not just yesterday, but everything that's led up to it and ongoing. So guys are just trying to ask questions and figure out what really is happening and why. So.
So what are some of the ways in which you think you as a team can help the community bring positivity, or how do you view the role of this team and what's happening right now?
Yeah, I think we all just we just want to play basketball. We want to coach basketball. We want to do basketball things. But when we're thrust into situations where leadership is called on because we are forward-facing members of the community, I think it's our duty to be able to provide, whether it might be calming words or leadership in whatever small ways we can. I think our guys have always had the platform and the ability. I think NBA players in general have always been very proud that they have had a platform and a voice and not afraid to use it. And so I would expect that our guys would at some point in time when they felt the need to be able to say the things that they felt appropriate. Other than that, we just try to keep sports as a rallying point for the community and try to give everybody something to cheer for.
I think there's protests happening downtown today as we speak, sitting here. Just how is it just trying to prepare for a game in these instances and
try to keep everything as normal as possible. I think when we came into work today, there wasn't much of a presence downtown with any protests, but we had an inkling that there could very well be, and just most concerned for the safety of our community and the residents, and of course our players and everybody that's here, and hopefully things will go forward in a peaceful manner. So.
Have you or the team considered further action in terms of a boycott or a strike in addition to yesterday?
No discussions around that have been had. So, thank you.